Hello everyone, so today we'll be learning how to create an EGCA ID account. Basically this is going to help you to get your class 2 class 1 medical done. So all you have to do is, just before you even come to this page, I'll show you what are the DGCA documents required to start with. So these are the list of documents. You want to get this ready before you even come to this page. So in order to get these documents ready, what are these documents? What I have done is I've created a separate folder known as docs required for EGCA ID. That way it is very easy for me to find the documents. The first document is 10th mark sheet, must be in JPG and PDF format. Maximum file size is 40 megabytes. The second one is Aadhaar card, JPG and PDF format again. Then we have passport size photograph. Here you need to make sure that the size of the passport size photograph is 400 pixels by 400 pixels. I'll show you how to get this done. Then it has to be in JPG or JPEG format. Similarly, you just need to take a blank white paper and a black pen, sign on that piece of paper, scan that paper, and then again convert that into 400 by 400 pixels. Then you need your email address where you will get your OTP. You also need your phone number where you will get your OTP on this again. You need to know your blood group before you start with this form, because they will ask you for the blood group, and make sure that the blood group you enter is correct before putting it in. Be ready with the password to be created. So I want you to make sure that you have created some sort of password already beforehand, and these are all the password hints you need to be mindful of, so that when it comes to filling up the form you don't have to worry about anything. Alright, so now let's get started with, first of all, image resizing. So we have all the documents over here. As you can see it in my folder, I have all the documents: photograph, signature, passport, it's an optional thing, Aadhaar card, and 10th mark sheet. I do not have these photos and signature as per the format, because as you can see it is 354 pixels or something, and it is in PNG file as well. So I'm not going to go with that, and I'll show you how to convert that. So just open up on Google, go on resize image, and you click on this. The first link will come up, which is image resizer. Once that's open up, all you have to do is, let this open up pretty quick. Yep. Now you just have to click select image and select the photograph you're after. So let's say this was my passport photograph. I'll select that, and once that's uploaded, two important steps you have to do. First of all, untick this box and make it 400 by 400, and also untick this box which is background fill. Now at the bottom, save image as, make sure you write it JPG because that's the format we wanted to, and then click on resize image. Once that's done, it will start to process and ask you to download the image, and then we will be downloading the image. There we go. And this image is normally downloaded on your downloads folder in your computer. So what normally I try to do is, I will change this file name to 400 by 400, so I know I'm not selecting the wrong file. The same thing I'll again do it for my signature I've selected as well. So I'll select the signature file, open up, and once this is uploaded, the same thing, aspect ratio goes to 400 by 400. Untick the background fill option, and then save image as JPG and resize image. Once again this is done, it will start to process, download image, and again the image is saved in my download folder. I will rename this file to 400 by 400, and now I'll save these two files in my actual folder which I mentioned, docs required for EGCA ID creation. Now to create an EGCA ID, again go on Google, type in EGCA login, and when you click on this, the first link that comes up is this. So now we are ready with all the documents, so we can proceed from here. So now you have to click on sign up button over here. Once we click on sign up, user type you have to select as a pilot. I'm expecting we are all going to be a pilot, and that's how you're watching this video. Click on submit button, and do you have a medical file number PMR allotted to DGCA? You just have to select no over here because that's the thing we are after. Click on proceed step 2. Now remember, wherever you see this star mark asterisk, you have to fill that, otherwise it's an optional field. So let's start filling up our details. Type in your first name. I don't have any middle name, go with your last name. Gender, you select your gender, then you go with your nationality, and then place of birth. So whatever the place of birth says in your Aadhaar card, all the details has to be as per Aadhaar card. Like your father's name, make sure it matches to your Aadhaar card. Enter your mother's name, There is no legal guardian name for myself, and now I'll enter date of birth in date, month and year format. So I can even select it from the calendar, but it's easier for me to just type it in. I'll do that and I'll move on. Blood group, as I told you need to know what your blood group is. Correspondence address, select your correspondence address. Country is India. State, you have to select whatever state it is. For me it's Madhya Pradesh. I'll select that. Again, make sure that there is asterisk mark over here as well and asterisk mark over here as well. So if it's address line 1 and address line 2, so type some starting part in your address line 1 and then address part 2. What I've done is I've typed my house number in address line 1 and the colony or society number over here. As long as the complete address comes in, that's all it matters. If there is a landmark, always put a landmark in so that when they post or send you any licenses, it's easy for them to find and it doesn't get lost. All right, now correspondence address and permanent address, I normally take it the same one. District I forgot to select, my bad. I'll select the district too. All right, now I'll just tick that permanent address is same as correspondence address. What does that mean? Correspondence address is the place where you want all your documents to be received at. You may be living at a rental place and you want your licenses to come at those rental places. Otherwise, your permanent address or correspondent address will be the same one. Then you just click on proceed to step 3. When you jump on here, all you have to do is, as you can see, identification proof type. I'll select my Aadhaar card, choose file, and I'll select my file. So this is the benefit of having all the documents in one folder. It's easy to select and go ahead with that. Document number you will enter, right? Perfect. And once that's done, I'm gonna do choose file for photograph. So make sure now I select the photograph which is resized to 400 pixels by 400 pixels. As you can see that the photo upload guidelines also mentions over here that the file size has to be 400 pixels by 400 pixels, right? And now we have uploaded that. Similarly, we're gonna do for the signature as well. So I'll upload the signature and I'll click on open button. Now the signature is also been uploaded. The next one I'm going to do is upload 10th mark sheet. So I've got 10th mark sheet over here. Click on open and that is also done. Permanent address proof, again I can select my Aadhaar card because I do not have any other document. So I'm going to go Aadhaar card here, choose file and then select Aadhaar card from my file again. As I mentioned you at the start of the video, make sure you are ready with your password. So I've selected my password in. I'll enter both the passwords and then once that's done, I'll put my email address in. Email address is the one which I need my OTP on, so make sure you put in the correct email address. This is already registered, so I'll have to put any other email address. That's fine, we'll put that. Alternate email address is not required. Do you have an Indian mobile number? Yes. So again, enter the mobile number which you really want the OTP on. If you put in any other mobile number which you do not have with you at the time of filling the form, that could be a problem. Now we'll first enter the OTP we have received on our mobile. And now we'll enter the OTP received on our email, 610859. And now we'll type in the captcha code, Mike Bravo Kilo Yankee Foxtrot, all in capitals. Tick the declaration, both the boxes, and then click on submit button at the bottom right corner. Once that's done, it will process and it will give you a confirmation that your application has been successfully completed, and now this is your EGCA ID. So you need to keep a note of your EGCA ID, and next time you log in using this EGCA ID and password you have created. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to apply for class 2 and class 1 medical number using the ID password we have just created on EGCA.